My idea of violence is like a pink shirt with purple pants. I mean, there's nobody else here. I mean, you're talking to me?
Does Woody Allen suck? That was a clip from SCTV, Rick Moranis playing Woody Allen. When I ask, does Woody Allen suck? I'm not just saying it rhetorically, I actually want to know, because I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any of his movies, despite me being 47 and me loving movies all my life. But maybe sometimes you don't need to touch a stove to know it's hot. Sometimes if it sounds like a cat, if it looks like a cat, if it smells like a cat, if it acts like a cat, you can basically say it's a cat without, being a cat expert. So I suspect that he sucks. I suspect I would hate his movies. And you can tell me in the comments whether I'm suspecting correctly. Now, I would think that the first reason I've avoided his movies my entire life, can you guess? Yes, you've guessed correctly. His face. He's got such an ugly, annoying face. Now, ordinarily that would be a mean thing to say, and ordinarily you shouldn't judge a director and writer by their face. But in this case, he has starred in most of his movies. And if you're an actor, you're putting yourself up there to be criticized, for your face to be criticized. Like, I'm no supermodel, but I'm not making my YouTube audience look at my face right now. So let's just get that part out of the way. If you're an actor, you've signed up to having your face criticized and mocked forever, for all time. Moving on from his disgusting face is his shtick, his nerdy Jewish guy shtick. And that's almost or as annoying as his face. They work together to make him unwatchable. Like, I've seen maybe like clips from his movies, and it's just always like, hey, I don't know, maybe should I wear these sunglasses? I don't know, I don't want people to think I'm being pretentious, but am I being pretentious? I mean, maybe I'm not being pretentious, but maybe people think that I'm trying to not be pretentious. I don't know, should I buy this sunglasses? I'm just not sure. And I think he always plays that neurotic role. And I'm sure some people find it cute and adorable, but I find it repulsive. I don't know, you tell me, does he ever play like a serious role where he's not a neurotic nerd? Somebody once told me that Woody Allen is the original Seinfeld, right? The Jewish stereotype. However, I don't think Seinfeld is trying to be annoying and nerdy, and also Seinfeld is pretty obnoxious and annoying to look at as well. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but after he got too old to play himself in every movie, I think he started casting younger actors who were also nerds, like Jason Biggs, to basically play him. Apparently he makes one movie a year, which leads me to think that maybe he's making the same movie every time, or a similar movie, in the same way that Stephen King often tells the same story. The main character is a writer. Because if you're trying to make a different type of movie on a different subject, it's going to take some time to write that story. Unless it's only easy to do it prolifically if you're doing the same thing every time. Like, I'm pretty sure that I've heard or seen critics or friends tell me that he does the same thing over and over again. And just for the sake of it, I asked ChatGPT, does Woody Allen repeat the same themes and stories in his movies? Answer: yes, Woody Allen often revisits the same themes, character types, and story structures across his films. His work is heavily influenced by his personal experiences, neuroses, and philosophical interests. Here are some of the most common recurring themes and tropes in his movies. Neurotic intellectual protagonists. There we go. His characters, often him, are anxious, overanalyzing intellectuals, struggling with relationships, mortality, or artistic ambition. Romantic entanglements. Yeah, I figured that. Fear of death and existentialism. Yeah, well, that goes with neurotic. Art, literature, philosophy. Yeah, whatever. I have no interest in this idiot's views on those subjects. New York as a character, okay, sure. infidelity and moral dilemmas. Okay. Jewish identity and guilt. Okay, great. So the answer is yes, he does repeat the same story over and over again, I guess. Every actor works at scale to be in his movies. And that's pretty cool if you can get big named actors for like, whatever, $30 an hour. But on the other hand, it's a little annoying that all these actors like will do anything to be in a Woody Allen movie. But hey, if I could get any actor I want for dirt cheap, for minimum wage, I'd do it. Now, if we get into his personal life, it gets really bad. So he married this actress, Mia Farrow, whose only movie I've ever really seen was, I've probably seen a few movies with her, but was Rosemary's Baby, directed by Roman Polanski, which he's a whole other story. And I gotta say, I'm jealous, because she's one of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen. She was married to Frank Sinatra before him. And this nerdy little dork got the hottest chick I've ever seen, so I hate him for that. That's just my personal jealousy. But then, so I think Mia Farrow was in the habit of adopting kids, which is a noble thing to do, from other countries and whatnot. And they adopted this one girl named Sun Yi. Let me see what country she was from. Oh, she's from South Korea. So Mia Farrow very nobly adopted this South Korean girl who was between the age of 6 and 8 years old. I would hate to speculate when the affair started, but when Sun Yi turned, oh my god, when she turned 27, she married Woody Allen, who was 62. So Woody Allen left Mia Farrow for his adopted daughter. And you know what's even funnier? I looked on IMDb and I looked up Sun Yi's profile, and it says under parents, it says mother Mia Farrow. It doesn't say father Woody Allen, because if she's her mother, then Woody Allen is her father and her husband. And apparently after this happened, Frank Sinatra offered Mia Farrow to get Woody Allen's legs broken, but she declined. Frank Sinatra, of course, was involved with the mafia. He was friends with mafia people. Another thing that I think is very funny is in regards to what he did, marrying his daughter. Woody Allen was quoted saying, "The heart wants what the heart wants." And I guess that's about as good a thing as you can say when you do something like this. But then again, you can say that about anything you do. I mean, why didn't you do your homework? My heart didn't want to. Why did you punch that guy? My heart wanted me to punch him. It reminds me when a girl cheated on me and her excuse was, I had feelings for him. And I stopped having feelings for you. As if that feelings are just these things that automatically turn on and you're not responsible for them. In fact, if I was him, instead of saying the heart wants what the heart wants, I would have just said, hey, it is what it is. Or, hey, shit happens. Or, you gotta do what you gotta do. Or, But what a romantic. He had to put it like, the heart wants what the heart wants. Aww. He must have been very romantic. Like, it's not like he was a horny little old man. No, it was like a Disney movie, it was true love. And why do I also get the feeling like his movies are going to be kind of like telling those stories, making excuses for life's dramatic sexual romances. I really feel like I dodged a bullet by never watching a movie of his. I feel like, you don't need to eat poop to know that it's a bad idea. And then there's his biological children that he had with Mia Farrow. Ronan on the left, who is now a pretty widely respected journalist. And on the right, Dylan Farrow. Now, Dylan Farrow accuses Woody Allen of having, done bad things that a man shouldn't do to a child, let alone his daughter. Well, not let alone his daughter. A man shouldn't be doing that with a child. And Dylan Farrow on the left supports her wholeheartedly and says it's absolutely true. Mia Farrow also says it's absolutely true. Woody Allen seems to be hinting that Mia Farrow just brainwashed them, right? But I mean, when the heart wants what the heart wants, right? Anything's possible. And he has a track record with his adopted daughter. So now on to the actors that work with Woody Allen. Diane Keaton being the most prominent. She was in probably his biggest movie, Annie Hall, but I think she was in several of his movies after that, and she takes his side and supports him. A lot of actors support him, or they just say, I don't want to judge him, and they can't wait to be in his movies, even though they know all these details about his personal life. These are actors such as Scarlett Johansson, like everybody. Luke, what's his name? Wilson? Or Owen Wilson? I don't know, probably both of them. Now, I personally don't judge an artist by their personal life. But if I don't like them, I enjoy when their careers are ruined, because maybe it means they'll stop making movies. Brett Ratner and Marilyn Manson are two examples. I don't really care whether they're guilty or not. I'm just glad that they can't make their crappy art anymore. So if the actors who are working with Woody Allen, if they actually think he's that much of a genius, then I wouldn't really fault them for working with him. But you really think he's that much of a genius? And a lot of these actors, right, they actually stand up for like causes like women's rights and all that stuff. So they can't ever represent causes anymore then, or be the spokesmodels for those causes. So you tell me, is he some crazy, amazing genius? Should I try to look past his disgusting face and his disgusting life? And will I find something worthwhile in his movies?